Now, I don't trust any associate from any store, and I never will. And I'm not talking about the associates at Target, Walmart, Chipotle. You know what? I believe you guys. You guys have a hard enough time as it is. But people in specific that work with rubber, more closely, tires. More closely, America's tires. I had to go get a tire replaced, right? As you do, sidewall's damaged, tire's not replaceable, right? So I'm calling up these stores. Hey, you know, what do you guys got in stock? This guy's like, oh, the tire that you got on, we don't have it. It'll be tomorrow before we replace it. And I'm not the guy that wants to be like, yo, I want to wait for these super duper upper tires, you know? Like, I don't need the best tidy whities in town, right? I'm like, okay, what do you guys got in stock? Oh, we got these ones, which are still nice. They're good tires. Let me go over to you guys and let me just get both my front tires replaced because you're supposed to replace tires in pairs. So I call tow. Car ends up over there, right? And I figure out that I have a certificate on one of these said tires, right? So I go up to him and I'm like, hey, I got a certificate on this that gives me repair, replacement, whatever. I don't know what it is, what goes on in it. But obviously, I don't want to wait until tomorrow, so give me one of the super duper tires that you have up here. Maybe not as white and not as tidy. Just give me one of those. And the tire that he has is roughly around $100 cheaper than the tires that are on the car. The super duper a tidy whitey uppy tidy tire. All right. So I asked the guy, hey, why don't we just split the difference? So this tire is $340 online retail, and this tire you're giving me is $250 retail. So let's just split the difference and let's call it a day. The guy straight up looks at me. Oh, no. Oh, we can't do that. This certificate is only a replacement, a repairable whatever. I'm looking at it and I'm like, brother, really? It's only a replacement, so I gotta short myself out of $100, give myself a worse deal. And does it look like I like bad deals? No, I like great deals. If I could rob this store, I would. But I can't, because I'm only 5'7", but that's besides the point. So I go walking around, I'm looking around the store, and I see a big banner about their certificates, right? I see this big ass banner. And you know what that banner says? I don't have it with me, obviously, but I have a brochure that they gave the receipt with that happens to have all the information. It says, ask about our certificate for repair, refund, or replacement. Bing! Big ass light bulb over my head. I'm thinking, yo, I'm gonna ask them for a refund, get my money back, and then I'm gonna go buy the tires. Boom, I just gave myself the great deal again. So I'm like, I walk up to the guy. I'm like, I walk up to the guy, and I don't, obviously, I want to double check, right? So I didn't walk up to the guy. Hold up, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I go on the website, I search up. I'm like, damn, this guy seems really adamant on not giving me this refund thing. He said it's only a replacement. So I pull up the website and I see, for those that are visually impaired, there's 3 options on it. You can get a full refund, a tire replacement, or a safe repair. So this guy's telling me, oh, we can't refund it, we can't do this and this. It's full of it. So I walk up to the front. I walk up with my phone in my hand. I'm like walking around, like I'm kind of like showing it, but like not really. I'm like holding like this, and I walk up to the front and I'm going, hey, so how come I can't get that refund? He's like, oh, we don't do that. And I look at him straight up. I'm like, oh well, but it's on your website. You should have seen his face. He starts looking and he's like, damn. I don't know if he didn't know or he just wasn't aware. He just was just shocked. He was just like, oh. Like, oh, damn. And luckily his manager, I think is the top big dog, is behind him. He's like, oh yeah, you know what, like he wasn't a part of it, but he finally came along. He was like, oh yeah. So he's like, so he starts asking me, he's like, oh, so why do you want to get the refund? Why don't you just want to get it replaced? I'm like, well, the tire is $100 more expensive. I might as well get that and just put it into here. And he goes, wait, we can split the difference. You know that, right? Like if the tire is $100 more expensive and this is this, we'll just split the difference with you. And obviously I don't want to put that guy on the spot, you know, he's a customer facing role. I've been there, you know, maybe he just didn't know. So I don't want to make it awkward, you know. I don't want him to fucking slash my tire halfway through. I'm driving down the road, tire blows up. All right. So you know, I diffuse it. I'm like, oh, maybe I communicated it with him really bad. He starts nodding a little too quick, honestly. He's like, yeah, he didn't really. You motherfucker. I did not communicate wrong with you. You know what I said, and you said no. So you know what? I'm like, okay. Just get me what I want. So the guy pulls up, he's like, oh, well, the issue is that it's actually not gonna be $100 because somehow the tire that we had beforehand is actually $300. Is actually $290 when you bought it. So the only difference you would get is actually $40 on it. And I'm like, okay, it's not the full 100, but I'm willing to settle, right? So you still get a sale and you still get your deal, right? So then, okay, I'm like, you know what? Go ahead and take it. It's fine, right? This guy sends me away. Fine. For those that don't know, I also paid for a certificate again. The certificate is not free, all right? It's a 3-year, extra $60 that you gotta pay for it. You get 3 years of protection. And you know what? Something just didn't click right with me at there. Because I remember seeing something a little bit weird at other places. At other tire places, right? Now, if you guys go to Tire Rack, right? Let me find the super duper tires that I'm looking for, right? Michelin Pilot 4S's. And everybody know these are the cream of the crop. They're $330 now. I guess they went a little bit on sale. It gives me free hazard protection for free for 2 years. Tire repairs, $40 per occurrence. Okay, that's good. Reimbursement of original price or replacement or purchase price, whichever is less, within all 24 months. And roadside assistance that includes 25 miles plus assistance for changing the tire. That sounds a lot like this certificate. But except I get extra towing on it and I get free replacement for 2-year coverage. I don't want to be all, oh, they're scammers and stuff. But it seems a little bit weird because Tire Rack is also a store that works with America's tires or discount tires for people in other places of the world. So, moral of the story, being a Karen is kind of okay sometimes, you know? I don't want to be rude to that guy. I'm not a skeptical person, I'm not whatever, but if you're gonna tell me this is not right or that's not right, I'm not gonna believe you, respectfully. And for people that worked at Tire Rack or somebody that's been at Tire Rack, can you guys validate if that is true or not, that you do get 2 years of coverage? I'm not crazy, right? I'm like, this is kind of like, wow, this is kind of a great deal, like I can just buy it. You know, I get 2 years of coverage. If I get it over here, I don't get it. Food for thought. That's gonna be it for today. Rant over. I'll see you guys on the next time.